How learning English transformed my life forever. Did you know that over 1.5 billion people are learning English worldwide? That's nearly 20% of the global population. But how many of them truly unlock the life-changing opportunities that come with mastering a new language? In this story, you will understand why a language like English, the key is not only to prosper. Let's see why. Chapter 1. The Power of a Global Language. Did you know English is spoken in over 100 countries worldwide? English connects cultures, businesses, and people like no other language can. More than 1.5 billion people are learning English at this moment. These numbers show how important English is in today's globalized world. But have you ever wondered how it could change your life? Growing up in a small town, my world felt so limited. Everything I knew was within the walls of my local community. I couldn't imagine a life beyond my small, familiar surroundings. Yet, I was curious about the world outside, so big and vast. English became the bridge that connected me to endless possibilities. Learning English wasn't just about words or grammar. It was about opportunities. It's the language of international business, science, and even the internet. Most websites and media content are created in English first. Knowing English means having access to more knowledge and global conversations. Imagine how many doors could open just by understanding and speaking it. At first, the idea of learning English felt overwhelming and intimidating. I thought, how can I master a language so different from mine? But as I discovered its power, my mindset began to shift. I realized English was more than a skill. It was a key. A key to better jobs, new friends, and exciting travel experiences. One day, I read a quote that changed my perspective forever. The limits of my language mean the limits of my world. This made me think about how much I was missing without English. I wanted to break free from those limits and explore a bigger world. And I knew learning English was the first step toward that freedom. Think about this. English is the global language of success and communication. From multinational companies to online communities, English is everywhere. If you can speak English, you can connect with anyone anywhere. It's not just about learning words, but understanding a global culture. Mastering English means becoming a part of something bigger than yourself. For me, English was a door to confidence and self-growth. I started small, with simple phrases and easy conversations. But each new word I learned made the world feel more reachable. Suddenly, the idea of working abroad or meeting people from other countries felt real. English didn't just change my world, it expanded it infinitely. Now think about your own journey. What could English unlock for you that feels impossible right now? Could it be a better job, a dream trip, or a new skill? The truth is, learning English isn't just about communication. It's about transformation. It's about taking control of your future and shaping it with confidence. This chapter is just the beginning of how English transformed my life. And it's proof that learning a new language can change yours too. You don't need to be perfect to start. You just need to begin. Because with each step you take, the world becomes a little bigger. So, What will you discover when you unlock the power of English? Chapter 2: Facing the Fear. Learning English felt impossible at first. The fear of speaking paralyzed me completely. My heart raced every time I tried to say something in English. What if I make mistakes, was the thought stuck in my head. The fear of embarrassment often made me avoid speaking altogether. There were moments I doubted myself. I would sit alone, overwhelmed by the challenge of learning English. Resources were scarce, and I didn't have access to expensive courses. The internet was helpful, but I didn't know where to begin. I felt like I was drowning in a sea of confusion. Even simple things felt terrifying. Ordering coffee, asking for directions, or introducing myself was nerve-wracking. Every time I tried, I felt people were silently judging me. My mind would go blank, and I couldn't find the right words. It was as if my fear controlled every conversation I attempted. I remember a specific moment when I nearly gave up. I was asked to introduce myself in front of a small group. My voice trembled, and the words didn't come out as I wanted. That experience left me feeling embarrassed and defeated. Maybe I'm just not good at this, I thought to myself. But deep down I knew giving up wasn't an option. I reminded myself why I started learning English in the first place. It wasn't just about speaking, it was about breaking barriers. I wanted to connect with the world beyond my small community. That dream kept me going, even when fear tried to stop me. Facing fear became a daily battle. I started practicing in front of a mirror to boost my confidence. Speaking alone felt silly at first, but it reduced my anxiety. I realized mistakes weren't failures. They were part of the learning process. Each mistake brought me closer to improvement and growth. I also sought out small victories to build my courage. Saying hello to strangers or asking simple questions became my practice. Each successful interaction, no matter how small, felt like a big win. Slowly, my fear began to lose its grip on me. I started believing that I could overcome it, step by step. Encouragement from others played a big role. Friends and language partners reminded me that perfection wasn't necessary. They shared their own struggles, which made me feel less alone. Knowing others had faced the same fears gave me hope. Together, we celebrated progress, no matter how small it seemed. Looking back, fear was my biggest obstacle and my greatest teacher. It forced me to confront my insecurities and push beyond my comfort zone. Every moment of doubt became an opportunity to build resilience. Facing my fears not only improved my English, but also my confidence. I learned that courage doesn't mean being fearless. It means trying despite fear. So what about you? What fears are holding you back from learning English? Remember, fear isn't the end. It's the beginning of your journey. The only way to overcome it is to take that first step. And when you do, you'll discover strength you never knew you had. Chapter 3: The Journey Begins. Starting my English learning journey felt like standing at the bottom of a mountain. I had no map, no guide, just a desire to climb. My goal wasn't just fluency, it was to connect with the world. The first step was finding methods that worked for me. Every small success motivated me to keep going. I began with stories, the simplest ones I could find. Learn English through story became my mantra and daily practice. Reading stories gave me new vocabulary and context for using it. I would read aloud, repeating sentences to improve my pronunciation. Each story brought me closer to understanding the rhythm of English. Listening was my next challenge, and it wasn't easy at first. I started with podcasts, choosing topics that interested me deeply. Slow and clear audio helped me catch words and their meanings. Songs became another tool, teaching me phrases in a fun way. I listened repeatedly, letting the words sink into my memory. Speaking felt intimidating, so I practiced alone at first. Standing in front of a mirror, I'd rehearse simple conversations. "Hello, how are you?" became a phrase I repeated daily. Gradually, I gained enough confidence to try speaking with others. Each interaction was a chance to learn and improve. Finding language partners was a turning point in my journey. Online communities connected me with people learning English, just like me. We practiced together, correcting each other and sharing tips for progress. Talking to others made English feel less foreign and more familiar. I realized I wasn't alone in my struggles or dreams. Small milestones kept me motivated throughout the journey. Understanding my first full English conversation was an unforgettable moment. Ordering food without hesitation felt like a big achievement. Watching a movie without subtitles gave me an incredible sense of progress. These moments reminded me that improvement comes with consistent effort. Learning through mistakes became a valuable part of my process. Instead of fearing errors, I began embracing them as lessons. Each mistake taught me something new about grammar, pronunciation, or phrasing. I stopped expecting perfection and focused on steady improvement. This mindset shift made learning feel less stressful and more rewarding. I also kept a journal to track my progress and set goals. Writing daily in English helped me practice sentence structure and vocabulary. It became a space to reflect on what I had learned. Setting small, achievable goals kept me motivated and on track. Each completed goal was proof that I was moving forward. Over time, my confidence grew, and so did my abilities. I noticed myself thinking in English instead of translating every word. Conversations felt more natural, and I could express my thoughts clearly. These changes didn't happen overnight, but through consistent effort and practice. Every day, I became more fluent and more connected to the world. The journey of learning English transformed not just my skills, but my mindset. It taught me patience, resilience, and the power of persistence. With each step, I realized that language isn't just words, it's connection. My journey isn't over, but the progress I've made inspires me daily. And it all began with that first step into the unknown. Chapter 4. The Pivotal Moment. Every journey has a moment that defines its importance. For me, it came when my English skills were truly tested. It wasn't a planned event, but it changed everything for me. That moment proved to me that learning English was worth the effort. It opened doors I never imagined I could walk through. I remember receiving an email from an international company. They were impressed with my application and wanted to interview me. The interview would be conducted entirely in English, a challenge I couldn't avoid. My first thought was fear. Am I ready for this opportunity? But deep down, I knew this was the chance I had worked for. Preparing for the interview was a mix of nerves and excitement. I practiced answering questions in English for hours every day. Friends helped by simulating conversations to boost my confidence. I reminded myself of how far I had come in my learning journey. This was not just an interview. It was my moment to shine. The day of the interview finally arrived, and my heart raced. I sat in front of the computer, waiting for the video call. The interviewer greeted me, and I responded with a steady voice. As we spoke, I realized I could understand and express myself clearly. Every word felt like a victory, proving my efforts had paid off. One question stood out during the interview: why should we hire you? I answered confidently, highlighting my skills, experiences, and passion. For the first time, I felt proud of my ability to speak English. The interviewer smiled and said, "Your effort and enthusiasm are remarkable." That comment filled me with a sense of achievement and joy. When the call ended, I sat in silence, reflecting on what just happened. I had faced one of my greatest fears and come out stronger. Regardless of the outcome, I knew I had already won. This was more than an interview, it was proof of my growth. English had given me the confidence to step into a new world. A few days later, I received the news. I got the job. That email confirmed everything I had hoped for during my journey. Learning English had opened a door to a career I once thought impossible. It wasn't just about speaking a language. It was about transforming my future. I realized this was only the beginning of what I could achieve. This pivotal moment taught me a valuable lesson about courage. Opportunities often come disguised as challenges, testing our limits and resilience. Facing those challenges is how we discover our true potential. English wasn't just a tool for communication. It became my pathway to success. It showed me that hard work and persistence always pay off. Looking back, I see how that moment changed my life forever. It gave me the courage to dream bigger and aim higher. It showed me that learning English wasn't just an academic goal. It was the key to unlocking opportunities one had never imagined. And it all started with a simple desire to learn and grow. Now, I encourage you to think about your own pivotal moment. What could mastering English help you achieve in your life? Could it be a job, a friendship, or a life-changing experience? Remember, every effort you make brings you closer to that moment. And when it arrives, you'll see how far you've come. Chapter 5. Your turn to shine. Your English journey is waiting for you to take the first step. It doesn't matter if you feel unprepared or afraid to start. Every great achievement begins with a small, imperfect step forward. You've read about my challenges and victories. Now it's your turn. This is your opportunity to unlock the power of language. Think about what mastering English could mean for your life. Could it be a better job, exciting travels, or deeper connections? English is more than a language. It's a key to global opportunities. It's the skill that breaks barriers and brings new possibilities closer. Your dreams are within reach when you decide to act. Starting can feel overwhelming, but remember, every step counts. Begin with what inspires you, whether it's stories, music, or conversations. Practice listening to real-life English through podcasts, movies, and everyday dialogues. Don't be afraid to make mistakes. They're part of every learner's journey. Each mistake is a step toward improvement and confidence. Imagine yourself speaking fluently, expressing ideas without hesitation or fear. Picture the doors this skill could open, from jobs to personal growth. It's not just about learning English. It's about becoming your best self. Every word you learn builds a bridge to the world you desire. With consistent effort, your vision can become your reality. Now, reflect on the challenges that might hold you back. Are you afraid of speaking or worried about not being perfect? Remember, perfection is not the goal. Progress is what truly matters. Start small, celebrate every milestone, and keep moving forward. The courage to begin will take you further than you imagine. You're not alone in this journey. Millions are learning English too. Join online communities, find language partners, and share your experiences. Collaboration and support make the process more enjoyable and effective. Together, you can overcome challenges and celebrate successes along the way. Learning is better when shared with others who understand your struggles. Today is the best time to take action toward your goals. Set a simple, achievable objective to work on daily. Whether it's 10 minutes of practice or one new phrase a day. Small steps create momentum and build habits that lead to success. Every action you take brings you closer to fluency and confidence. Your journey might be long, but it will also be rewarding. Each new word, sentence, and conversation adds to your accomplishments. You'll look back one day and be amazed at your progress. The effort you put in today will shape your future tomorrow. Keep going. You're capable of achieving more than you realize. Now, I'd love to hear about your experiences with learning English. What has been your biggest challenge or most exciting milestone? Share your story in the comments and inspire others on their path. Let's create a community of learners supporting each other toward success. Together, we can make language learning a transformative experience. Finally, don't stop here. There's more to explore and achieve. Watch my next video for tips to improve your listening skills. Let's keep growing, learning, and reaching for our dreams together. Remember, every word you learn is a step toward a brighter future. This is your moment to shine. So start your journey today. Share your thoughts on your English learning journey. Tell us about your successes, challenges, and lessons along the way. We'd love to hear how far you've come and what keeps you motivated. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel and give us a like. Hit the notification bell to stay updated on our latest content. Your story might inspire someone else to start their journey today. In our next video, Learn English through Story Level 1. You'll join two Spanish-speaking students as they navigate real-life conversations with their English-speaking tutors. Discover simple tips, fun interactions, and daily habits that will help you speak English naturally and confidently. Get ready for an engaging journey filled with surprises, including a life-changing twist that will inspire you to keep learning. Don't miss it.